So this past weekend I watched two movies, and one of them was Godzilla Minus One. So I've only seen two Godzilla movies before this, the original from 1954 and King of the Monsters from 2019. And while I did enjoy both for different reasons, I wouldn't say I've had an immense interest in the franchise as a result. However, when I saw the trailer for Minus One, something about it just intrigued me so much that I thought I just had to watch it, and thankfully, it was more than worth it. Godzilla Minus One takes place in post-war Japan as its citizens try to survive when a giant creature, dubbed Godzilla, emerges, forcing everyone to do what they can to protect their home. The most interesting thing about this story is how it keeps itself grounded by focusing more on these citizens, specifically a kamikaze pilot who flees his post and struggles with this decision throughout. And I found this aspect of the movie very engaging, especially due to the performances of not just the lead, but the rest of the cast as well. We get to see how he and everyone else reacts to the presence of this monster, and it really reminded me of the original film and how Godzilla was less of a spectacle and more of a terrifying force of nature that acted as a metaphor for the atomic bomb. When it comes to Godzilla itself, the scenes it had were, again, less about spectacle, yet simultaneously had this horrifying beauty to it, as the cinematography, the music, and the destruction on display really hammered home just how terrible of a sight this would be to people. The one minor complaint I do have is that there is some time jumping that occurs a few times early on in this film, and while it was interesting to see how things were changing in these scenes, it was also slightly jarring whenever it happened. However, this far from ruined the movie for me, as the rest of it more than made up for those bits. Overall, Godzilla Minus One was a movie I went into with mild expectations that were absolutely exceeded thanks to its decision to focus on humanity with a theme of continuing to live on even in the most desperate times, with a healthy dose of kaiju spectacle to bring it all home.